In this video, I am going to talk about the door's swinging direction. And this is mainly going to apply to a situation where you have a hallway with possibly a bedroom, a bathroom, and possibly another room with a door on it. And a lot of people wonder why the door swings in a bathroom. And that's because if it swings out, there's a very good chance it's going to be an obstruction in the hallway. So the door is going to either need to be fully open, swung all the way over to the wall, or shut. And if it's shut, then that could create ventilation problems for the bathroom. The next issue I want to address, and this is a problem with some home designers, it is not a problem with me, and that is the fact that if you have a door that is fully open, then the bathroom can be viewed every single time someone walks past it. And to fix that, you could swing the door in and have the hinge side swing towards the toilet instead of towards the wall. And I've never been a big fan of this because I lived in a condominium one time where the door swung towards the toilet like this, and I had to shut the door every time I went to the bathroom. This isn't something I was used to doing. I was used to having the door over here and swing towards the wall and just simply walk in and use the bathroom without shutting the door if nobody else was home. And our next problem on the list is something you should definitely concern yourself with. And that would be the fact that if you do have a door that swings in on either side, keep in mind that the building codes often do not care which direction the door swings, either right or left. But if somebody was in the bathroom, they had the door shut, they're using the toilet, and somehow they fall off of the toilet and up against the door, then it's going to be very difficult for someone to open the door. However, if the door swings out and someone falls up against the door, you could just simply open the door. And this was something I found as a building code in the United Kingdom. And for those of you who understand fire egress doors, you know that the doors open out in the direction of travel leading out to the outside of the house. So this door would have to swing out and not in. And this might be a building code that you will find in buildings with more than 50 occupants. Another thing to consider when a bathroom door swings inward, it requires a clear arc of floor space within the bathroom itself to open fully. This swing space consumes valuable square footage that cannot be used for fixtures, storage, or comfortable movement. In small bathrooms, this can severely restrict layout options, potentially forcing compromises like smaller vanities, awkward fixture placement, or making it difficult to maneuver around the open door. Users might find themselves needing to step around the door to reach the toilet or sink, sometimes described as a shimmy dance, or needing to straddle the toilet to close the door. The inward swing can also block access to showers, windows, or cabinets when the door is open and the bathroom isn't designed correctly. And even though an outward swing liberates the interior bathroom space from the door's arc and allows for more flexible and efficient placement of fixtures and provides more unobstructed room for movement within the bathroom, it can still create problems for the hallway or the bedroom, or even furniture that might be going in the bedroom, hallway, or bathroom, along with the other things I already mentioned when you have a door swinging into the hallway. And another option that you might have will be to install a pocket door. However, pocket doors often require a little more room. You're going to have to make sure that there are no plumbing pipes or electrical in this area. And in the future, almost all of these pocket doors seem to have some type of a problem with the tracking, the rollers, or the door latches. And I'm not a big fan of barn doors here either because it's going to create a privacy problem and an odor problem. And keep in mind that some people won't use your toilet if they're worried about any type of odors that could be offensive to anyone else in the area. And then, of course, we can't forget the bifold doors. I have never seen a set of bifold doors in a bathroom. However, it could be a solution to your problem. And I did remember one more thing that you might need to consider. When I said that I lived in a condominium, this condominium was owned by a friend of mine who had a large dog, and this dog actually shut the bathroom door that swung in one time. And when it realized it couldn't get out, it actually chewed through the door and the door jamb to get out. And even though it wasn't severely injured, it did have some blood coming out of its mouth. And it obviously wasn't a pleasant sight for the homeowner to deal with when they came home and realized that not only their dog was injured, but that they now had to do some home repairs. And the moral to that story is that I'm not going to be able to cover everything in my videos that could possibly happen when the door swings in either direction, but I would be glad to hear any other stories that you might have and that our viewers might be interested in sharing with us in the comment area. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or letting us know in the comment area.